102.5. The conversation we've been having for the last half hour or so is just about, it's basically about uncertainty at work. Mm-hmm. And that was my situation. Thanks for the wisdom you shared a minute ago, Anthony. That was good.
Listen, it doesn't come from me, man. Just,
It comes through you.
Comes through, yeah, dude. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But it was good, though.
I find that a lot of people just need to be reminded that they're much stronger and much better than what they see themselves as, Yeah. So I love doing that with people.
Somebody was asking about the YouTube. If you go to youtube.com, just go to our YouTube, Let's Get Real Radio Show. So at Let's Get Real Radio Show, you'll be able to find it. Please go to our YouTube and subscribe.
Turn on your notifications.
Hit the little bell, subscribe. We want all of that so that we can have 30 awesome subscribers by the end of today's show.
Hell yeah.
And if you listen to our podcast, please give us a 5-star rating because that helps other people find it. I'm going to come to Matt here. The other thing, I just got a text message from my lovely bride.
Oh.
And she had a really, really good idea. Kind of, I'm coming at this from the uncertainty of jobs. But she was like, hey, what about people who took that leap of faith, who did it?
Yes.
And I know as much as there are people like Matt, who we're going to go to here in a second, who's having career troubles, there are stories of people who took the leap of faith. And how did it turn out? My guess, turned out probably pretty good.
Yeah, dude.
My leap of faith turned out amazing.
So, I mean, you got to travel with your dad. That sounds awesome.
It was fun. It was fun. It was a little stressful.
Well, you can't escape it.
No, you can't.
Never going to escape stress.
And actually, if somebody wants to take a leap of faith, I've got a couple of solid things that I learned in the first 6 to 8 weeks. All right, let's go to Matt. Matt says that he is having some career troubles. Matt, welcome to Let's Get Real. How can we help you, my friend?
Hey, guys. First, I just wanted to say I love the show. I thought once Spanish started doing this or came up with it, or when you guys came up with it, I was really excited to start tuning in, and I try to make time every Saturday to listen in and see what's going on with you guys.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. So started about a year and a half ago, honestly. I lost a job that I loved, absolutely loved. I ran into some family problems. My 2 young girls were just sick constantly. It was like every week they had something different. At one point, my youngest, she was 3. She had RSV, strep, and the flu all at once. I was salaried, and my wife is hourly. So it just made more sense for me to work from home as much as possible. So we tried to trade off days as, throughout the week. I would stay home 2 or 3 days, then she would stay home. That ended up running into me, quote unquote, taking unapproved time off, even though that I was very much present in my job. And I was let go. I ended up finding another job, with Publix, actually, in the deli, and they pay great, benefits are great, but I'm running into this issue of that I really don't care about what I do. Like, I don't have the passion for what I'm doing as I did before, and I'm really struggling with that idea of, Spanish, you just said that you wake up and you love coming into work, and I don't have that anymore, and it's making me really, want to kind of venture elsewhere. But then, looking in the job market, I keep coming back to, well, what can I do that I'll have that passion again? And I'm just really struggling with this idea of, working with passion, working to live or live to work kind of thing.
Hey, Matt, let me ask you a question. You're working at Publix Deli now, but you said a minute ago, I loved what I was doing, but you didn't say what you were doing.
I was a cannabis dispensary manager.
Oh. What was it about? Was it just the fact that you thought you were helping people? Was it you liked being around weed all day?
No, 100%. It was, both, honestly. But it was more the fact that I'm helping break down that stigma. I'm helping people. The culture in general, everybody just had the same kind of mindset. Everybody was on the same wavelength. Now it's not like that. A lot of people kind of just care about themselves. No one's really there to help each other out. And, I don't see at the base core of it is I'm not really helping anybody. I'm making food for people, and every once in a while I get to work on, a tray or something. And I'm like, oh, it's for a birthday party. That's cool. I'm trying to find that potion of like, hey, I can care about this. I can have that feeling of I'm helping someone or I'm doing something that'll make a difference. But I'm not.
Well, I mean, you'd say you're not, but in my opinion, you could look at this one of two ways.
I know exactly where you're going.
You can continue with what you're doing and try to find that passion in what you're doing right now, which if you try hard enough, you will find it eventually, and you can find that joy with what you're doing. Or you can listen to what your gut is telling you and what your intuition is telling you about stepping away and venturing into something new. But if you do that, take Michael's words take them to heart, because whatever it is, if you do choose to take a leap of faith, you're going to get tested very early on by the universe and to see if that's what you really want. And the challenges are going to come strong and fast. So you got to trust yourself and have courage in yourself with whatever decision you choose, man.
That is honestly great advice, because that's really where I'm at right now. It's like, do I want to dive deeper into my current situation and try to, build that fire, build that passion, or, exactly that, take that step and say, no, this isn't what I want to do. And, then take on the universe and figure out, okay, I got to start all over again. And I have to figure out, the baby steps of a new career path or a new job and all the turmoil that comes along with that. And, it's kind of back and forth every day.
Matt, do me a favor, go back was it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, we had the purpose conversation. So if you listen to our podcast on Spotify or Apple, the May 25th show, segment 1, Spanish and I spent like 30 minutes talking about purpose and ikigai and all that. And it's just, maybe there's something there for you. I am not of the necessarily, because I knew where you were going a minute ago, Spanish. I think if you're slinging boar's head all day, I don't know that I can't say with a lot of certainty, Matt, that that's probably going to like fill your soul. But I heard you say something a minute ago when you talked about being at the marijuana dispensary, of the breaking the stigma of helping people. And I sit across from a man every Saturday who that's all he wants to do is help people.
Yeah.
And I think there is actually something to all of us as human beings with the desire to help people, like the serving of our fellow man. Yeah. Like there's something real there. Not all of us have it figured out, but I wonder, Matt, if you did a thought exercise, maybe this evening or something, to go, gosh, like I was helping people when I worked at the cannabis dispensary. What would that look like for me tomorrow? If tomorrow morning I woke up and said, I'm going to help people, like what might that look like? And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's go work for the competitive cannabis dispensary.
Yeah, but not only that, but like, in these moments, I really, like I said earlier, I enjoy uncertainty, maybe to a fault, because it's in these moments where I don't have any idea what the future is going to bring that I feel most alive and most like a human being, because that's the adventure of life, is not knowing what could happen next. And, trusting that whatever it is that comes up, you're going to be able to handle it, because the universe isn't going to give you anything that you can't handle, my friend.
True.
Very true.
Well, hey, Matt, we're going to jump to another call, man. But I hopefully just even talking this through was helpful for you. And I really appreciate you listening. I really, really do. Is there anything else?
I appreciate you guys.
Is there anything else before you jump off?
Could you just repeat what the Purpose podcast? What day was that?
It was the May 25th. So if you just look up Let's Get Real, a talk show for guys on Spotify or Apple or however you listen to podcasts, May 25th, segment number 1. I think it was even just called Conversation Around Purpose or something, but it was the May 25th show, segment number 1. That entire conversation went from purpose to God. It was good, man. I mean, it was that was a rich conversation. So maybe there's something in all of that for you, but I'd encourage you to listen. But I would just, love yourself, take care of your family, take care of, that passion inside of you. And, those things tend to present. The universe will present it when it needs to present.
Yeah. And don't forget to enjoy the process, man. Enjoy the process, bro.
Well, I am, and I'm seeing it as I'm getting to learn something new, and every day is something that is unexpected, and that absolutely is enjoying the process.
Yeah, dude, and like you not feeling fulfilled at Publix right now. You're dancing with the universe, and the universe is encouraging you to make a choice.
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you guys so much.
You bet. Have a great day, man. Take care. Wow, that's 1-800-771-1025. 1-800-771-1025 is our phone number. That's really there was a lot there.
Yeah.
There was a lot around. You said feeling alive.
Yeah.
And how much lives in that feeling alive.
Yeah.
Like for you, it was the uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
For him, it was, running Sunnyside or whatever dispensary he was running. That just so powerful to feel that.
Oh, it did. I love, like I said, maybe to a fault, because I love that feeling of not knowing what's next.
Yeah.
That's the great adventure.
Yeah. And that's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not.
For everybody.
It's not.
But it feels good. Dakota is on. It's got a happy story for job uncertainty. Again, our phone number is 1-800-771-1025. Dakota, welcome to Let's Get Real. What's up, buddy?
What's up, guys? How you doing, Spanish?
Good to talk to you, Dakota.
I told you I'd call.
Hell yeah.
All right, so I got a little bit of a uplifting side to this, the job uncertainty. So right now I do underground utilities. I'm a foreman. I'm on salary. I get paid pretty decent money. And the biggest thing right now is in this moment of my life, I don't have like that uncertainty because me being a foreman, when I leave, I bring my whole crew with me. And this type of work, people are dying to have a whole crew. I could leave my job and go find somewhere within the next day or two, but it wasn't always like that. So when I first started, about 5 years into it, I was working for a company that was promising me to be a foreman. I wasn't, to get salary. I wasn't on salary. I was an underling. I wasn't the boss man. And I worked for a family friend, and I worked for him for a long time, and I worked my way up to where the company was promising me, quote unquote, promising me that I'd be promoted.
Mm-hmm.
It happened for about a year and a half. They kept telling me this, and I couldn't take it anymore. And I was super scared because I had just bought my house. I was insanely scared. I got 4 kids, just bought my house. Worried about it. I can't leave this situation because then I'm not going to make the money I need to make to provide for my family, yada, yada, yada. But eventually I got sick and tired of it, and I jumped, just like you were talking about, to see if that net will catch you.
Yeah.
I jumped.
When you
and I jumped. Go ahead.
When you did jump, what do you remember? Was there like a conversation that you had with yourself or with your wife at the time where you were like, nah, I'm doing it?
It was both. I had a conversation with myself and said, I'm tired of settling for lesser. I know I can do better. And then I brought it to the wife to talk to her to see her feelings. And she backed me 1,000%, man. That support system is real when you have it. So, I made the jump, started with a new company, brought a bunch of my friends with me, and we've been working together ever since. It's been 2-3 years now. I'm on salary. I'm getting promoted to superintendent.
Yeah,
I'm
for you.
make 6 figures a year, and it was probably the best decision I've ever made.
Wow. Dakota, that is awesome, man. Anything else to share before we jump? That's a great story, man.
Everybody jump.
Yeah, no
So,
kidding, right?
I do have one
Don't look
question.
back.
When you did jump, did you notice any struggles or challenges that came up real quick?
Not anything that comes straight to mind. Just the worrying, the stress. It pushes you to think that you're not able to do it, but you really are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you really want it, you'll do it.
Good point.
That's a really, really good point. Dakota, man, I appreciate the phone call. Thanks for calling Let's Get Real, man. And I appreciate
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on.
You bet, man.
Love you.
1-800-771-1025, 1-800-771-1025. I know we have another call. I I don't know. It's being presented, not just to me, but I think to all of us. That this is going to sound naive, but it always just feels like it always ends right. Like if you go in that direction, like Dakota jumped.
Yeah.
And he wants everybody to jump.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, yeah, all right. So like the functional part, like you got to take care of your kids or whatever. But man, it just feels like it's always a happy ending. You know what I mean? Like a net is always there. When you jump, a net will appear. A net is always there.
And it's funny when you start to really believe in the universe, you understand that you were the net the whole time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Who are you? I love you.
Yeah, dude.
Tony is on. Let's go to that man. You are on fire today. 1-800-771-1025. We're talking about jobs, talking about everything from uncertainty to making that leap. Tony, you said you're ready to jump from the career, but you need help. What's up, buddy? That's cool. Isaiah, there we go. All right. I guess we'll come to Tony in just a second.
All right. Hell yeah.
But
Tony, good name. Strong name.
Yes,
Tony.
it is.
Yeah.
But
Hey, love you, Spanish.
Love you too, Tony.
What's up, Tony?
So I'll try to make it short. I'm from Miami, and my brother does air conditioning. He lives in Naples, and he tried to get his license, and he couldn't pass the test over and over and over. So I ended up studying, making the test, got the test, and as I got the test, and we were going to go start up a company in Naples, I got my ex-girlfriend pregnant, and I wasn't willing to give up, not being there for her to be in Naples,
Mm-hmm.
So I stayed here and stayed here for about 10 years, man, and like slacked off, bro, because once you're the boss, nobody tells you what to do, you do whatever you want. So basically for a whole 10 years, man, I just was borderline on working alcoholic, functional.
Yeah.
And now this whole last year, it became to where it's not even functional, man, to where like I'm that weak, I can't go in attics. I can't do any of the things that COVID happened, I was always too afraid to hire somebody because, I've never done that before. And that's a huge leap as well. And now a year, that I haven't made any money. I just lost money only by being legit, paying the licenses and all that stuff. I'm ready to the point where I'm just like, why am I even trying to do this? I don't even like doing this. Not only can I not do it, but I don't even like doing this anymore, but I feel like I wasted so much time.
Man, first of all, don't beat yourself up like that. There's no such thing as wasting time. Time's not even real, dude. So don't even worry about that because the more that you have faith in yourself and the more that you trust yourself, like even just having this conversation right now, it already sounds like what direction you need to go in. What areas of addiction that you have in your life that you need to clean up. If you need help with any of those things, I don't know you, Tony, but you sound like the type of person that has people around him that are willing to help him. So
I do.
Yeah, so I mean, first and foremost, just don't beat yourself up, man. You're not less than just because you feel like you wasted time or any of that. There's, the universe is asking you to make a choice always, and whether you make it now, 10 years ago, 10 years from now, it doesn't matter because you're still at the dance.
Yeah, I am 8 days sober completely today. So
congratulations.
Thank you, man. That's the first step. Now it just little lost, not sure exactly where to go or take my career or what do I want to do, but that's where I'm at.
So I just got a text message from my wife, and I'll share this with you, Tony, because this came to her when she, I don't want to speak for her, but she just texted me, and it's just so worth saying, is that when we talk about the leap of faith and we talk about all of this, it's like cleaning out your closet. Yeah. And I'm going to read this word for word. You're clearing out to make room for new. If you're cleaning the closet, you got to take everything out first.
Yep.
So it's like when you take everything out, then you can see it clear, and that's like, so no matter what it is, man. So Tony, if you're there still, good for you, buddy. Yeah. Good for you getting, clean as far as you have. Mm-hmm. And Spanish, you're not wrong. Time, for you, don't sweat the time part.
Yeah.
It's not too late. You're still You're still dancing.
Yeah, you're still dancing. And I'm sure when you look at it, you were there for your child. You wouldn't have been able to do that if you moved away. There are all these other.
I won't regret that.
You know what I'm saying? There are all these other little things that you were able to accomplish that don't seem like they mean anything right now, just because mentally you're not in a place to accept them. So, like I said, don't beat yourself up so much, man.
Thank you, man. She's actually 12 years old, and her mom moved away and took her with. But I was with her at her most formative years, from 12 years old. So I basically, molded her and formed her as well. So.
And she's always going to remember that.
Yeah, man. And it's okay to be lost, bro. Some of the best things in life happen to you when you're lost. So even though you're lost, don't try not to let it consume you in the sense that it's a bad thing. Being lost is not always a bad thing.
Awesome.
All right, man. Well, thank you guys.
Hey, Tony, have a really, really good weekend. Thank you for calling, man. I hope this has been a little bit clarifying for you, and keep on your path, my friend.
All right, guys. Have a good one, bro.
Good luck. Love you.
1-800-771-1025 is our phone number. Dude.
Man, got to clean out that closet, bro.
I just want to say, you are filled with wisdom today.
I don't know where it's coming from.
I just want to sit back and just let you know. I'm just like, I'm going to leave the room. You got this.
Dude, I love the universe. I've said it before. I'm just super grateful for all the things that I've been through, because it has really shined a light on all like the little things that people miss out on, they just need a reminder every once in a while.
I posted a story or a reel yesterday about you, and something that I noticed last week when we were talking on one of the segments of just like, I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, man.
And just and I'm seeing the same energy today with the last couple of callers of just this like energy to support and to help. And there's no feigning any of this.
I love people, man. I love people. I really do. They're awesome. I don't even care. Once I learned to love people for who they are, not what they've done, everything changed in my life.
Because you learned to love yourself for who you are.
Not what I've done. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. But, man, I love people.
Dude, it is very clear today. 1-800-771-1025. We're going to hit our last break here. And then our last segment, any other phone calls, I'd love just, this idea of what started as a conversation around job uncertainty. And thank you, my friend, because I actually do feel a lot more clarity right now. But just, whether it's job uncertainty or I love the conversation of taking a leap.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I love that conversation. I love that conversation. And maybe in the next segment, I'll share a couple of things of like from my own journey of that. But that is such a powerful thing.
Yes, it really is, dude. I don't say this lightly. When you take that leap of faith and you trust in the universe, you are literally dancing with destiny and the universe. And in my opinion, there's no higher form of spirituality than that in this earth realm, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
That's so true. That is so very true, and so eloquently put by you. Our phone number, 1-800-771-1025, 1-800-771-1025. The show is Let's Get Real, a talk show for guys on 102.5 The Bone.